All right, we are live. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we're going to start things off with a new Vibrancy ID coming in from our folks' House Divided. Extinct in the chat. Fasu in the chat. I'm stoked to be back. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Woo! A Wood in the chat. Hypedelic. Ollie West. Gang. Welcome back. Can we hear the new tune? Is the audio sounding good? Sound check, sound check. Atticus, how's it going, bro? Sandra, my dude, in the chat. Hi, Ariel Sanchez. What's up? House Divided on Vibrancy coming soon. What's up, everyone? I'm super fired up. I think we have a ton of demos tonight, so I'm going to kind of power through them. We're going to let people come through for the next couple minutes. Listen to this new one. Setu and Senyo, what's up, Ottawa dudes? Berman boys, rolling through. So good to see so many familiar faces. About this one. House Divided have been good friends of mine for a long time, so super excited to have them on the label. And I'm super excited to have some of you guys on the label one day too, so that's why we're here. Listen to the tunes. Mr. Cloverdale, it's me, I'm good. Enjoying this fun Thursday. It's been a busy day for me. Appreciate that, Berman boys. I'm always having fun out here. It wouldn't be the streams without you guys and your dope ass tunes. And every time we do one of these, you guys always step it up a notch. It's a white hoodie now, mixing things up. Send it now, my dude. Send it in. If we get to it, we get to it. The stream is going to run for 3 hours. Unfortunately, it's all the time commitment I got. I'm going to be listening to everybody who's active in the chat. Thank you, Matthew James. All right, let's get to it. That was some new House Divided coming next month. Coming on Vibrancy very soon. Super stoked to be kicking things off. I think let's kick things off with Extinct. I saw that you submitted very early on, and we're one of the first people to submit this tune. This one called Freak. Excited to hear, dude. Your tunes are always great. Skip ahead a little bit. Oh, this is some high octane shit. I can hear it in the shakers already. It's pretty good. It's chugging along. Oh, don't worry, Sandra. Lenny will make appearance for sure, whether we want to or not. Who and why in the chat? Feeling this one so far? It's got all the elements. Woo! This is great. Love how dark this is. Ah, my buddy Luke. Hello, my dear friend. All right. Dude, this track sounded great. I love the vibe on it. I feel like it's chugging along super great. If I were to give any tips or advice on this one, like mix-wise, I think the bass that you have in there is feeling a little wide. So what I do is just kind of revert back, make sure kind of follow your chain backwards, see what might be causing some of the width, and maybe kind of start with a mono signal and just be careful on how wide you make some of those basses. I do encourage you to like make some of your bass sounds wide. I think some people say make sure that your sub's totally mono. Sure, but make sure that some of your bass has some width. But I think in this particular case, a little bit too wide on the bass. I think if you bring it in a little tighter, it'll be a little stronger. And then yeah, I feel like the bass is almost like maybe even doesn't need to be as loud compared to the kick. Like I think it could come down a little bit. Some of those synth sounds that you have in there are sounding great, but maybe dial back the reverb a little bit, maybe EQ some of the reverb so it's like maybe doesn't have as many low mids in it, maybe a little higher end, and that might sound clearer as well. But the energy on this track is great, which is like the hardest part of it all. I think a little bits of ear candy here and there, and maybe EQing out some of the higher harsh frequencies might help. But dude, Extinct, man, you guys, you got it on lock, bro. You got it all on lock. Yeah, maybe overall, maybe you can just dial back some of the reverb on the track, because it feels just a little wet, little reverby. But man, we are off to a killer high octane start right now, folks. Let's go. Okay, that was killer, man. Okay, I'm starting the folks that submitted right away, day one. Emperor, I saw you in the in the chat, man. Let's pull up Emperor. Extinct, man. Thank you for sending that one. That one's probably my favorite one from you for sure. It's right up the alley. I love it. All right, Emperor, dude. I saw you chatting earlier. We're going to skip ahead. Emperor's always got some dope stuff. Sounding good. A little hot in the high end. Great. This is great, man. I think you have a ton of, as I said, all the right elements. I think if you, I want you to try do a couple things with this mix deal. I think the bass is like losing clarity at times. The chunky bass is sounding great right off the drop. I'd almost say that even has like a little bit too much like high-end mid-range crunch. It could almost feel like a little warmer. Maybe layer that bass with like a white noise sound or something like that. But it's the other bass that doesn't feel like it's as warm or as clear as it could be. I feel like it could be more clear, warmer in the mix, but I think it's going to require you EQing the kick drum a little different, or even trying out some other kick drums that might sit lower frequency-wise in the mix, a little deeper, a little punchier, just to kind of separate that kick and the bass right now, because it feels like right now the kick and the bass are almost blending a little bit together, and we're losing a little bit of the back and forth oomph, oomph, oomph action between the kick and bass that you want to have, and I think if you had a little bit warmer of a bass, maybe try out some other kick drums, try to have a little bit more clarity and presence in that bass. All that sounded great. The other thing that I would note, just mix down wise, is some of the high ends just felt a little harsh. So maybe you can EQ out some of that stuff. But overall, awesome shit, bro. All very minor tweaks. Yeah. Great tune. Man, we're off to a killer start here, folks. Killer start. Tunes from Emperor Extinct. Oh wow. Okay, literally in times that you guys submitted, it was 1655, 1656, and 1657 was Hanu. All of you guys submitted within a minute of each other. I must have just posted it, and you guys were on the ball already. Holy shit. Okay, let's pull up Hanu then. These guys are the stream all-stars. I don't know if you guys ever missed a stream. I'd like to say right now that I apologize for not doing a stream like last month or the month before. It's been busy, but I'm really going to make sure that it's in my schedule every month. We do this at least once. I want to do more community activities because it's awesome catching up with you guys. I see the same faces every time, and I really value the shit that we got going on. So, all right, let's go. That clap sounded a little harsh. Wow. Wow, that's a really cool one. What I love so much about this song is it's really creative, it's really fresh. This lead over here is just oh wow. That lead is sick. It literally just going to turn the crowd into a frenzy. I don't have too many notes on it. Some things that I do want to just like put out there. They like some of the percussion, like I mentioned there, the clap and some of those like little synths and stuff are poking out a little bit too much. They're a little bit loud, a little bit harsh. I think you can turn some of that stuff down, some of the ear candy and some of those little perky elements. Let's see if I can. Like even the clap could come down like a little bit, but yeah. As well, the kick, I just want to EQ out, give it like a little bit of boost right around like 200. 250, 300, that little spot, a little boost there might be nice and it'll help it punch through a little more. But man, this is great. The chat is loving it. That's a downloader for sure. Keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. Hanu, always with the gas. Never, ever, ever disappoints, bro. Never disappoints. All right. Do you know who was the next person after Extinct and Hanu? Who and why? You literally were the next person in line. All right. Veteran, Vibrancy label veteran. You got 2 Vibrancy releases under your belt now, bro. And yeah. Let's Adam, for some reason the Dropbox link you sent didn't load for some reason. I don't know why. Let me see if I'm going to try again. If not, we'll pull up another's here. We'll do Mando. Yeah, I don't know, something going on there. Adam always sending Dropbox links. Dropbox is down right now. Wow, really? That's actually crazy because all my entire life is on Dropbox, so that sucks. All right, let's do this one from Mando. All right, who and why? Adam, you need to resubmit with a SoundCloud link because apparently Dropbox is down. I like the organic sounds. Always with the dark and dirty, bro. Very cool. What are we thinking, folks? Pretty dirty. I want to progress a little more. I like the back and forth, bouncy. All right. Yeah, dude, it's dark and groovy. I feel like, yeah, I do want it to kind of progress a little more, maybe a little B section, kind of keep things interesting. But like, man, the vibe's on point on that one. Maybe a little bit more sidechain on some of those basses. There was some like low end stuff that was maybe a little muddy in places, but yeah, you really do a great job, dude, of capturing your style and capturing that really dark, dirty vibe. So big ups. Always love checking out your tunes, and that one I think might have been one of the better ones I've heard from you. Definitely. Okay, dokie. All right. Let's see who we got Next up in the chat. All right. Lola K. Let's see what Lola K has been up to. I'm excited. Thanks for sending in a tune. And let's see what's up. From Vancouver, correct? Believe. I could be wrong. West Coast gang. Or maybe I'm totally wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lola. All right. This one's called I Want You. This is great. Digging the vibe so far. Seattle. I was close. It was up in that direction. This is great. I'm really digging the vibe and the energy and whatnot. I think all right, some tips on sort of balancing this mix a little bit. You have this synth that's in the back. I think maybe push that quieter in the mix, make it just more of like an effect, you know. I recommend kind of like turning it down until you really can't hear it anymore, and then maybe just bring it up a couple decibels so it's just sort of in the background filling that out. It might also be able to be shorter, more like staccato, so there's and it might feel better. Oh no, I sent an older version. That's okay. Hopefully it's pretty similar. Yeah, I want the bass line to be a little bit more of the star of the show. Right now, the whole track is feeling just a little high-end heavy. I feel like we can kind of tame some of the high-end, bring some of the mids and the low-end out, maybe some more warmth and saturation in the low-end too, just to give it a little bit more oomph. What else? I think on the vocal... It feels a little maybe high-end E, and it maybe could use a little bit more mid-range, maybe a little less reverb on it too. But overall, awesome work. Thanks for sending. Always love checking out stuff. And yeah, can't wait till next time. Big ups. Let's keep going. Big love. All right. Alrighty. Who's going up next? Alright. Ollie West, my dude. I saw you've been chatting away. Let's see what Ollie West is saying. Also, FYI guys, if your YouTube name that you're chatting with isn't the same as your name that you submitted in, make sure you let me know, because I'm just looking at who's in the chat and then I'm pulling it up on the spreadsheet that I got. All right, Ollie West, last time you submitted a track, it was Dirty, and now I'm excited to hear this one. think that vocal thing in the background is maybe a little loud, but this is cool. Also, maybe the bass is just a little loud, but kick sounds great. Dude, very cool, very creative. I want to hear the second drop of it.
Is that we're just having fun while we're still young? We drink.
We loving this.
We drunk. We snort.
Trap screeches, let's go. Downloaded it. That's sick. I don't have too much to say. I think some of those, like some of the bass stuff is maybe like a little loud, and some of the vocal may be a little loud, but really I don't have much to say, dude. That's dirty. That's a really, really, really creative song. I like it a lot. Yeah, wow. Big ups, bro. Excited to hear some more from you. What you got, Dan Pat? That is very difficult, is getting stuff to sound like big and strong and dirty like that. The mixed down side of things. Okay, let's keep it Ottawa, man. Let's stay in Ottawa. Let's load up Setu Senyo, the gang. Stoked to check this out. These guys have some really, really quality stuff. All right.
He touched my body in New York City. He touched my body in Rome.
Okay.
He keep on taking me all these places. I keep on taking him home. Hands on my waist out in London, Paris. He like to get me alone. He touched my body in New York City. He touched my body in Rome. He touched my body in New York City.
Neon Black. Okay, I got you, bro.
He keep on taking me all these places. I keep on taking him home. Hands on my waist out in London, Paris. He like to get me alone. He touched my body in New York City. He touched my body in Rome. He touched my body in Rome. He keep on, I keep on taking him home. Hands on my waist and in London, Paris. He like to get me alone. He touched my body in New York City. He touched my body in Rome. City. He touched my body in Rome.
Wow. All right. Damn, there's a lot of cool stuff there. I don't have too many notes, man. I think there's room, if you're still plugging away on this, there's room to have the kick be a little bit more present, maybe a little top kick on there, or something to have, just especially right on the transient, just to have that cut through a little more. You might be able to bring the kick up maybe like a half a dB or a dB in there. As far as the lead, the little perky thing in the drop did feel a little harsh. Now I know it's going to be really, really tough with a sound like that, but maybe a little bit more sidechain. Maybe try to get a little pickier with that. If you have soothes, maybe like try and dial that in a little bit more, because it just felt slightly harsh. But the hype factor is there, man. It's like I was listening to some, like, reminds me of some old trap music, but okay, like bouncy as hell on the house drop. I don't know. You guys killed it. So big ups, gang. I'm Ottawa, doing us proud. If you guys didn't know, that's also my hometown. It's where I was born and raised. Well, I know you guys know that, but if the other people in the chat don't know that, Yeah. All right. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Let's see what we got here. Should we, where's Atticus at? Even here. Atticus, did you submit one? Oh, there we go. Fowler and Atticus. Oh my God, St. John. We're going cross Canada here, folks. This is the St. John collab right now. Fowler, if you don't know, it's a good buddy of mine. Wicked producer. Atticus, if you don't know, also wicked producer. Both from New Brunswick. All right, this one's called No Way, Jose.
No way, Jose. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. No way, Jose.
I love that lead. It's kind of... You know what the lead kind of reminds me of is that tune Nemo, Armin van Helden on Black Book. Very sick tune.
No way, Jose. No way, Jose.
Fowler's insane on the Vox, man. Him and I did that collab Old School, and it's him on the vocals on that one too. He crushes it, man. This song sounds awesome. I love the vibe on it. It's really got a cool little cheeky tone to it. If I were to give any feedback, I think a similar feedback to the last one. I think the transient on the kick could be a little clearer, a little more forward in the mix. Drums are sounding pretty great though. Just a little bit more knock on that kick. And what else we got? Maybe the kick itself could just be a little smaller, a little shorter, a little tighter. It's just feeling real heavy right now. And I don't know if it needs to be as heavy as it is. This track's sounding great, though. So, hell yeah, keep on keeping on, my dude. Thanks so much for sending. Thanks a ton for sending. Should we keep it New Brunswick gang for a little bit? We're going... Tonight's theme is worldwide, so we're going around the world, but we'll keep it New Brunswick-ish theme. We'll pull up Mask. Where are you? There we go. Mask and hot sauce. Let's go, Tyler. Don't worry, Free Will, you're next. I'm telling you, we're going around the world. Still in progress. Next week work. That's what we're here for. We're here to work this. This is sounding great. Bunch of You have some really cool ideas in here. Love how folks are in the chat right now, just being like, "This is where we are: West Coast, East Coast." I feel like if I were to just like guess where my like highest concentration of Vibrancy fans are, well, I know because I can see the stats. It's like East Coast Canada, and then West Coast Canada, and then Southern California. It's like we got the corners. I just need Florida now, and I got all 4 corners in North America. But that's where the gang's at. This song is sounding great, bro. If I were to give you some thoughts and some feedback, it would be okay. Take everything that you got and strip it back a little bit, and start by focusing on the drums. Get the drums super banging. I feel like those are kind of like maybe like the afterthought here, and you focused a lot of time on your synths and whatnot. Focus on the drums. Get the drums just banging, perfectly level, and then slowly mix everything up until those drum levels. Right now, it's feeling like things are sort of like fighting for space. Things are all kind of pretty loud, and things are sort of like sounding a little bit too busy. So maybe bring some of the other stuff down. Focus on the drums. Focus on the groove. Focus on how it really is like making you feel mixdown wise. Because you have all the cool elements. The sound design's great there. Yeah, let's see. I'd just make sure you got your sidechain dialed in. Lay off on some of the effects and some of the compression, because it just feels like there's a lot of compression. Everything's sort of like pushed forward in your face, very loud. Just let that thing breathe a little bit. Sound design does sound sick, but let's just, let it breathe, bro. Sounding great, though. Awesome hearing some tunes from you, and hope to hear more. Righty. Wow, we got a ton of tunes today. Yeah. I don't know. We probably won't be able to get through all of them, unfortunately. But we're going to try and get through as many as we can. Okay. That was just Mask and Hot Sauce. Adam, did you resubmit the tune? Let's see. A SoundCloud link. Oh, you did. Sick. Okay, we'll pull up Adam Who and Why's new link. All right, this one's called Intentions. SoundCloud goes down, we're screwed, bro. It's the best country song I've ever heard. As good as you at like turnarounds. You're so good at these like little moments here. Like, what was that, bro? Dude, you are so good at those little turnaround moments, ear candy. If you want some like notes or whatever, I don't know. Kick could be thicker. It's feeling right now that the kick is like short, and I want it to have a little bit more body to it, a little bit more oomph, a little bit more chest hitting, because it just feels like it's a little slappy right now. But that, I think, is like the bulk of my answer. Like, other than that, man, this track's sounding great. All your stuff sounds great. This, you could maybe lay off some of the compression on this, on the breakdown. Maybe just let it breathe a little more, turn some of the elements down. But banger, as always. You need notes on the third part of the drop. Is that what this? I hear what you mean. I maybe just try and repurpose some of the stuff in the first part. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You know, you always have so many different things in your tracks. Yeah. It needs Triple H on it. Yeah. Who, That's you guys right now. It's who and why and Hanu. Okie dokie. Awesome stuff, bro. Always love hearing your stuff. You literally smash it every time. Every time you smash it. Okay. Let's do, I don't know how to pronounce this. Fasatu? I don't know how to pronounce your name. You've submitted 3 songs here. I'm just going to pick the first one. Unfortunately, only one per person. Just because we want to get to everybody, right? Wow, hey, that's awesome news, guys. You got a song on Dimmak. Congratulations. That's amazing. You guys deserve that shit big time. You guys are fucking awesome, and this is only the beginning. For sure. Okay.
I want y'all to follow the metronome of your mind and move at that tempo.
You guys.
You have freedom to choose.
Dude, this song's sounding great. Very, 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 very solid. It's similar to what there's a theme today. There's always a theme with every demo stream. A couple weeks ago, the theme a couple months ago, the theme was turn your claps down. Today, the theme is turn everything down. Don't overcomplicate it. I think, especially in the mix down. Right now, you have so many super, super killer parts, but there's some other parts that don't need to be as loud as they are, and because they are as loud, they're almost like taken away from some bits. So let's like. Yeah, so I think the clap can come down. Some of those shakery bits can probably come down. Some of the like auxiliary effects and stuff can come down. Focus on what matters, just focus on trying to not have any sort of elements that are really like poking super loud in the mix. And what will help you guys like nail this more than anything is listening to your stuff on a bunch of different speakers. So, and if you guys aren't already doing this, this is the number one thing that will like get your music from like pretty good to great. And it's bounce out your song and listen to a bunch of music that you like, and then listen to your song, and then go to the car and listen to a bunch of music that you like, and then listen to your song, and then listen on your monitors, and listen on the TV, and listen on as many different systems as you can, and take note on different systems, you know? And in your studio, on your monitors at home, you maybe the sub sounds great, and you're like, wow, it sounds perfect. And then you listen in the car, and the sub is booming, and it's out of control, and it's wild. Pay attention to that, and make note, and be like, okay, wait, you know, maybe it actually is wild and out of control. Especially in the low end. That's where things can kind of get a little wild and a little crazy. So reference your tunes, listen to other people's music, then listen to yours, and do that on a bunch of different systems, and take notes and be like, oh, wow, like their clap like really wasn't nearly as loud as mine, or like their kick drum is much shorter, or maybe their kick drum didn't have as much like mid-range to it. It's important. Okay. Let's keep going. The TV test, man. You guys ever send a song for promo when it's unsigned? Yeah, dude. I mean, if you want to just like send out a tune to get DJs starting to play it, definitely, man. Like I recommend it because then, and dude, what's great about that? I almost recommend more people do that. So, for example, like if I had a tune that I'm working on and I start sending it out to some DJs and some more DJs start playing it, then I have some ammo when I go to the label and be like, oh look, you know, West End and John Summit and these guys and Dodd, these guys are all playing the tune already. You know, now the label's gonna be like, oh, sick, let's go, let's run it. So definitely send out your stuff even before it's signed, because then you might be able to get like sign it to a better label. Okay, that's my my rant for the day. We chatting. Okie dokie. Let's hear Free Will. You're right. We'll go back to New Brunswick. I don't know how we lost track of that. Where are we? Free Will. Love it, bro. Always love hearing my boy Free Will. Also from New Brunswick. You want to collab with Lenny? I don't know. I don't know where he's at. He's a tough guy to track down. Sick. Right, bro. Wow. Really cool vibe on this one. Really well written song. Really creative. I love the sound design on it. I love everything that you kind of included. I think you can clean up the mix. And so I think the kick can be a little bit more present. Some of those bass sounds can maybe be a little tighter. And what I mean by that is just shorten up the decay time, shorten up the release time, maybe dialing the reverb, bring down the reverb, just kind of make everything a little tighter, a little smaller, and it'll I think it'll sound a little better. Bring down some of the reverb. It'll all just kind of feel a little more cohesive, a little neater. But overall, great job with the tune. Awesome stuff. A little more techno-y. Love how everyone's going a little bit more techno-y. You guys just wait. I'll show you guys some. I mean, if you've been following me on Instagram and follow my stories, you may be familiar with where things are headed. Things are getting faster and more aggressive in this world. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on. Berman Boys, my guys. Did you guys send one in? Yeah, you did. If you guys haven't heard the Berman Boys track with Haley Wood that came out on Vibrancy a couple months ago, that tune gets me going. I love that one. The second drop goes off every time, man. It's so sick. All right, this one's called Take Me Higher.
Take me higher. Take me higher.
Brand new. Started it yesterday. think the main hi-hat's a little loud, but wow.
Take me higher. Take me higher.
Woo. Vibes on this. Literally, like, give the Bourbon Boys, like, I don't know, 6 months. They'll be touring everywhere, man. You guys are so good and so creative and so fresh. I love this one. The only thing I would note is just be careful with your high end. It's a little harsh with some of that stuff. You know, make sure you're kind of, you can add some sidechain to some of that leads and just be wary of where some of those, you know, higher end frequencies can be harsh, and making you know, if you're stacking really, really loud harsh frequencies on top of other really loud harsh frequencies, then it's gonna be loud, it's gonna be harsh, and so if I'm dealing with harsh frequencies, and I find especially if they're stacking on top of my kick, I'll have a sidechain, but make the sidechain like just like dumb short, so it's really just ducking out the transient, because I don't really want it to like pump with stuff. I mostly just want it to like not sound harsh when the kick transient plays, because the kick transient is just so loud that if you have anything happening on top of that, especially if it's like a really hard kick transient, it's gonna feel harsh. Anyways, I think some of the high-end stuff in this felt a little harsh. Maybe just add some white noise on top of that too, and roll off some of that. But this is great. I love how creative it is. Bourbon Boys, never ever disappointing. Yeah, keep sending tunes through, guys. I'm always ears. I love it. Okay. Zion Dawn is at work, and these are putting through. All right. I'm glad. Hopefully the shift is going through well. Hopefully you enjoy the sounds of the next person up, which is Good Grief. All right, let's do it. Good Grief. Boop, 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 boop. I already like the vocal chop. I think that clap's feeling a little slappy. So true, Atticus. The demos have been improving like crazy. Every time it's like, I remember when we first used to do these, like some of the songs were like, now listen, it's so sick. Oh yeah. Sucker for a good breakbeat. I'd roll up some of the transients on that kick just for this breakbeat section. Doesn't need to be as transienty on that kick. Woo! I want some more warmth in the low mids, but man. Yeah, a lower, darker clap that's a little like smaller, tighter might sound better. Sick. I think that lead there that you have coming at could be more forward in the mix. Maybe give it some width, some more compression. Just have that thing be big and bright. That's the star of the show right there. All right. Awesome stuff, dude. You have a really, really cool idea there. I think just paying more attention to the mix and getting it all balanced and getting things grooving, referencing some other tunes, you'll be off to the races, man, because you got some excellent, excellent ideas. Okie dokie. I'm just going through the list. Let's do A-Wood, West Coast Gang. Thanks for sending one in. Always love hearing from you. Oh, Sandro, I'll get you in here next. 1 a.m. in Spain. Where are my other Europeans at? If you're European in the chat, let me know and we'll try and get to you soon because I know it's getting late there. All right. So, anyways, A-Wood next up. Let's go. Tito, my man, what's up? Oh, this is great so far. I think the kick could be a little bigger. Maybe the clap could be a little smaller. Rimbano. Second drop's the action. Okay, we won't miss it. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, a little bit bigger kick. This is great. Second drop for the action. Ooh, very pretty vocal. That's synth 30. This is super mature sounding, and I have a ton of respect for that. It's something that I sometimes struggle a lot in my tracks to just get them sounding cool, and you really nailed that in this track. So huge ups. I don't really have too many notes aside from a few mixed down things, but you know what you're doing. You have like a style and a vision going through, and yeah, I'm excited to hear more music as you make it. Send it all through because it's really cool, really creative. Keep it up. Don't slow down, because you're destined for big things, for sure. Let's keep it going. Okie dokie. Where, Sandro, my guy. Sandro, I'm so excited to hear what you've been working on, dude. I've really just I know I say this to you every time I see you, that I'm just so impressed with your progress over the year and a bit that we've been doing some sessions and stuff. So this is Divine Crime by OL. I love the name Divine Crime. Woohoo! This is sick. Bro! I want to hear a little bit more transient on that kick. A little bit of a top kick on it. Yeah, this is sick. I love this, bro. Wow. Dude, look at the chat right now. Look at the chat popping off. Sandro. So Sandra's literally only been producing for like a year and a bit, and picked it up kind of a little later than most of us. And bro, listen to this shit. This sounds like it's from a producer that's been producing for like 4 or 5 years for sure. You really, really, really have an excellent handle on everything. So like you really should be really, really proud. Look, people, I need a DL of this ASAP. People want, like, this is sick. People are begging for this tune. This is the best thing I've ever heard from you. If you want some notes, the main things that I would say is a little bit more of like a transient on the kick drum. You can layer in another top kick. But yeah, I don't even have too much else, man. Like, this is sick. Yeah, Sandro, dude. Like, I'm blown away, man. Even just from like a month or so ago when last time we like, bro, this is so good. Wow. You just gained a whole bunch more fans in this chat right now, dude. This is just the start, bro. Spotify, please. Gotta go through this on a party. Okay, wait. Second drop. Let's see. Just give it a listen. Yes! Hanu, it is such a huge flex knowing so many sick producers. It's amazing. Dude, I don't even have too many notes on that, man. Like, Sandro, you really are killing it. I'm so fucking proud of you, bro. Keep at it, bro. Keep at it. Wow. All right. No, go get some rest, bro. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Let's I've been seeing where was it? Greedo, my dude. Let's load up Greedo. Boop, 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 boop. Greedo. From Italy. Duo. This one's called Freak.
I wanna drink, drink, drink.
Ooh, this one's fun. Bass might be a little loud.
I wanna drink, drink,
progress a little further.
I wanna drink, drink, drink. Don't wanna think, think, think. I wanna drink, drink, drink.
Digging it. They can use a little bit of ear candy here and there, some little blips and bloops. But the low end is really fun.
I wanna drink, drink, drink. I wanna take it, makes me swing. Don't wanna think, think, think. Don't care about it, makes me sick. Don't wanna fit, fit, fit. I'm disrespectful, I'm a freak. Don't give me lick, lick, lick. Just watch me dance, that's what you say. I wanna drink, drink, drink. I wanna take it, makes me swing. Don't wanna think, think,
Vocal's
think.
awesome.
Don't care about it, makes me sick. Don't wanna fit, fit, fit. I'm disrespectful, I'm a freak. Don't give me lick, lick, lick. Just watch me dance, that's what you say. I wanna drink, drink, drink.
Yeah, wow. Bassline's sick.
Think, think, think.
This doesn't need much.
I wanna drink, drink, drink.
Yeah, this doesn't need much. Turn the bass down a little bit of flexing on some like drum fills, some sounds that just happen once or twice here and there, maybe some parts where like things cut out for a beat, jump back in a little bit, little bits and chops and things like that. But the overall vibe is sounding great on this. Big ups, guys. Keep on keeping on. Greedo. Figata. I don't know what that means. That's what Rimbano said. You guys, hopefully I didn't just like say something horrible in Italian. What does figata mean? Who's here to translate? There's a delay on the chat that I'm reading too, so whenever I say something on the stream, I don't see the answers on the chat for like another minute or two. All right. Okie dokie. Let's pull up Soul. Love Soul. Always. This guy's, he's got the energy. He's always in a good mood. He's always got a smile on his face. He's here for the community, here for the people. Okay, lots of development. He says lots of development that happens through the second drop. Should we just start her at the second drop? How about that? Maybe we'll skip through. I don't know. Figata means so cool. Well, guys, guess what? That track was Figata. That beep, 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 beep is sick. I think it's a little loud, and I think you should try layering it with another layer that has a little bit of mid-range, that's kind of doing the same notes, but just has a little bit more beef, a little bit more mids to it, because right now it's just feeling a little bit too high, a little bit too piercing, but yeah. I think the bass could use some release time on it. I feel like what I want to feel is just a little bit more oomph and groove in how this is sitting. It's feeling a little bit on the grid, and it could be a number of things. Try and just have it feel a little bit more relaxed, a little less. I think you can probably come up with a more exciting bass line too. It's working what you got, but just something with a little bit more funk and pizzazz. Let's hear how it progresses. In this build up, I think what's happening is like you have a ton of things, and this is a major point to everyone writing dance music right now. As you have things building up, you need to have some things going away and fading out, right? Because you can't just have everything just keep getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. It's going to be too loud, too harsh, and then when the drop hits, the drop isn't going to have the same amount of impact if everything's just getting louder. So as some things get louder and get bigger and rise up, some things need to fall out. Super key. And you can just do this with volume automation, right? So just turn the volume down slowly over time over some things. You can do it with filtering. You can do it all kinds of stuff like that. I'm just reading the comments, but anyways, I just think it's, especially in this build, it's feeling like certain things are feeling like they're getting a bit too busy. There's a bit too much happening. I think if you just picked one or two elements that really were like the star of the build and that were like the thing that you're like, yes, it's building, that's exciting, and then pick a few more things that can just fade out, still keep them in there, just have the volume fade out. Sick. Feel a little harsh in the high end. So maybe just attenuate some of that high end stuff, a little bit more warmth in the mid range. But yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Let's keep on keeping on. Thanks for sending, bro. Always love hearing tunes from you. Always. Okie dokie. Let's keep on. Keeping on. All right, bra guy. Appreciate you saying nice things and hopefully the feedback from the last time. Hopefully the feedback this time is as good as it was last time, is what I meant to say there. All right. Ooh. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Woo! I'd say the sub is a little bit too loud, but dude, this is great. I want some fills with that snare. The snare could probably come down a little bit, but some little snare fills in there I think will help fill out the groove and make it a little bit more exciting. Synth work is great, the melody's great. I'd turn that snare down too. It's just right now I'm just hearing ba 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 ba, and I'm like, oh god, that snare. So some fills, little accent bits, maybe turn it down. Loving the vibe on this, man. What's everyone's opinion on breakbeats? Yeah, sub is too loud for sure. A little bit, dial that in. But for real, what's people's opinion on breakbeat? I've written a handful of breakbeat songs and I haven't really released many. Oh wait, if Dropbox is down, I can't even show you some of the. I want to see like I have. Oh man, if Dropbox is down though, I don't think I can show you these songs. Well, that sucks. Breakbeat is killing it. Are we in for it? Do you guys really love breaks? Or are you just saying you love breaks? One sec. I really hope the Dropbox really isn't super down and that I can at least show you my own files. Right? Let's see. Oh, we're back. All right. So guys, what I need to know is, should I finish this song? Should I finish this song? I know we're taking a little break from the demo stream, but I need your opinion. Where's the play button? Missing. Okay. Here it is. Here we go. Okay, cool. Well, it sounds like I need to finish this according to the chat. All right. I guess I will. I wrote it like a year and a bit ago. It's old now. But I every once in a while I'm like, shit, I should finish that. I should get back to it. Brag Eye Man, sorry I just got distracted by thinking about breakbeats, but you inspired me because I loved that tune. Valdir Jr., you can submit your demo through the link. It's on the screen. It's linktree/vibrancy label. However, I will let you know that I'm running the stream for another hour and 40 minutes. So it'll be done at 9 o'clock Eastern, and then I'm shutting her down. So whatever we get through till then is what I'm going to do. So we're going to keep going. Okay, Savannah. Let's go.
They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No scarf, got ice on the neck. 7-fit flex on the checks on deck. They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No scarf, got ice on the neck. 7-fit flex on the checks on that.
All right, let's go.
Flex on the checks on that.
I think you can turn your hi-hats down and the kick up. Everything's sounding great, though. Bunch of energy on this.
On the checks on that. Two-step, 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 then I bring it right back. They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No spark, got ice on the neck. 7-fit flex on.
This is all sounding great. I think kick up, hi-hats down, maybe some sidechain on the vocal, maybe a little bit less reverb on a bunch of the elements, a little bit of saturation and warmth on the bass to kind of maybe bring it a little bit up. But you got a great structure. Things are feeling great. Definitely one of my favorites from you, bro. Thanks for sending. Vocal chops, sounding fire. Yeah, maybe just, I don't even know if the kick needs more transient, but just like more volume to it. All right, awesome. Savannah, sounding great. All right. Okie dokie. Let's keep on. You know who I was just looking for, and I don't see your name, and I want to make sure that you submitted because I see you chatting. Is Black Neon. I see you chatting away, and I just want to make sure that you submitted at the right link because I'm not sure I see it. And maybe I'm just blind, though. It's a very, very strong chance that I could be. Very strong chance. Okay, Black Sheep. You've been in here a bit. Let's pull her up. Black Sheep. Hey, Black Sheep. I just want to let you know that I have a friend of mine, and you may be aware of him, who also is named Black Sheep, and also spells it with a V, and makes trap music. I don't know. Just wanted to let you know. I bet you've probably heard that a million times. I bet people are like, "Hey, my name is Black Sheep," and you're like the trap DJ, and then you're like, "No," and anyways, that's all I'm saying. A remix of a country song. Yeehaw!
Last night I kissed your lips, make you grip the sheets with your fingertips. Last bottle of Jack, we split a fifth. Just talking about life, don't sip a sip. It's you know you love to fight, and I say shit I don't mean, but I'm still gonna wake up on you and me. I know that last night. No way it was the last night. No way it was the last night.
Turn the clap down.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all.
I would say I think that the vocal is in a different key than the lead. So check that and turn the clap down. Overall, though, kind of like a cool little thing.
You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was the last night we break up. I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Try and lock those in the same key. That'll help tons. But cool little tune, man. Cool little tune. My biggest advice, and I've said this a bunch of times on the stream, and I'll keep saying it again, it's just referencing other tunes. Whether it's referencing them for creative ideas, being like, oh, wow, look, they put a drum fill here, they put a riser here, or they put that there, or referencing them mixed down-wise, being like, okay, how loud is their kick drum? How loud is their clap? There's a bunch of different ways, and it's really going to help you feel things out. Something that I used to do when I was learning was I'd drag in a song and I would just try to recreate it as best as I could. I'd be like, okay, like what type of kick do they have? And I'd try and find a kick that replicated their kick as close as I could. And same with the clap and same with the hi-hat. And I just try to replicate it as close as I could. And then, as I built the song, somewhere along the way, it usually just strayed from the path, and then I ended up finishing some sort of song that sounded nothing like what I was trying to replicate at all, but it ended up sounding good because I was referencing a good sounding mix down to start with. So I think that will help anybody out who's having a tough time trying to get their stuff like sounding like the pros. Reference. It's the biggest thing. Okie dokie. Let's keep going. Let's do a known secret. Known secret. All right. There's one here that says, Cloverdale, play me. All right, so that's the one. That's the one I'm going to do. Darren, get out of here, bro. I literally, your mix down sound phenomenal. I play out your tunes all the time, and they always sound great. So, don't know what to tell you. turn that main hi-hat down. It's a little loud. This bass is sounding great. Some tips. I'd maybe on like your attack, decay, sustain, release, bring the sustain down a little bit more release, just so it just feels a little not just like on, off, on, off. ChatGPT does my mix sounds. -12, okay.
There's nothing left to say.
I think you used to do some automation on the drum group throughout this part too. You know, have the drums slowed, like turn down in volume, maybe filter out a little bit, maybe some more reverb, and then have them filter in, turn up in volume. You know, fix the filter. There's some work that you can do with the automation through this section so that the drums aren't just feeling flatlined.
There's nothing left to say.
Stabs are sounding great. I feel like they could like use a little bit of pump, maybe turn down in the volume, maybe some reverb or delay or something in there too. Yeah. Yeah. This is sounding pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff. I think you could probably flex in on some of the drum fills, some of the little ear candy, try and have it progress a little bit more, but overall super groovy. Isa vibe. Isa vibe. Well done. Thanks a lot for sending. Sean. Love it. Love it. All right. Hayasi, Isaiah. Oh my God, it's just Isaiah backwards. Wow. All right. I'll pull you up. Yeah, yeah, Neon Black, do you want to send your link again just through the link on the on the thing? I just don't see it here. Make sure that you're submitting to the right form, as we do have like our regular demo submission as well. So yeah, maybe just resubmit and I'll take a look. Okie dokie. And then maybe we'll take a break because I just got to pee. And by take a break, I mean we're just going to put Darren's song on. And while I go pee. And then I'll come back. All right, no time. Ooh. Mix on this is great. Wow, this is a vibe for sure. That lead, I want it to like progress a little more. It feels a little stagnant. Maybe have it pump with the kick a little more. Maybe like have it pan. Just have it do some sort of movement. Maybe filter automate. Right now it just feels like it's straight across. Have that thing do some movement. Move around. Yes. I think you're just using the same bass that you have there. Maybe like have that bass kind of. What I would do is I'd duplicate the bass, and so you have a new channel, and on that new channel where you have that same bass patch, change the attack, decay, sustain, release so that it is just decay, and have it be more like an 808. 8080 in that bass, and then use that for that section, so it really kind of feels like a little bit more like a hip-hop song, but you're still using the same patch from the drop. Yeah, and just put notes every time there's a kick. Just a long note every time there's a kick, that's all. Okay, that whole section there, the little turnaround before you get into the house section, right now what you have there is sounding great, but I think that's your time to shine. That's your flex moment. That's your like, oh shit, let's go. And so there's things you can do there. Flex in on it, put a little drum fill, maybe a little synth blip, maybe cut some things out. Try to really make that moment super, super special. Because overall, quality track. Love the vibe on it, and your mixes sounded great already, so that's half the battle. Okay, I'm going to put up Darren's song while I go to the bathroom. Smoke him if you got him. Darren, where are you? Boo, 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 boo. All right. Here's Darren's song. I'm not going to listen to it, though. I got to go. Bye. We're back. All right, gotta go. I didn't even want to hear. No, I'm kidding. Oh! Darren. There's not many like kick and bass mixdowns these days that literally just like tickle my ear holes in like the absolute right ways. Like, oh my God, Darren, you smash it every time. It's so disgusting. LA to LA to LA, then it's down to the bay, to the bay, to the bay. I
I make that paper rain, paper rain, paper rain. Chanel and bathing aid, bathing aid, bathing aid. I travel to LA, to LA, to LA. Venice down to the bay, to the bay, to the bay. I make that paper rain, paper rain, paper rain. Chanel and bathing aid, bathing aid.
All right. Darren, while I got you on the line, I'm going to show him the other one. Because we can. Oh, I need to sign in to access this file. Oh, damn. Unless, 1 second. All right. 1 second. Darren, you're just literally so good. You and ChatGPT, it's a dangerous combo. I want to just like, and here's the thing, folks. Darren's tune there. He's really, really good. And I think what makes it really good is the fact that Darren has really good ears. Like really, he knows exactly, and it's nothing special. He's using the same serum and same kick drums as us. He just knows how to EQ them, and it's like 99% of the time it's just EQing. That is like making all the difference in that stuff. Anyways, Darren, I'm spilling the beans on this other one. Darren, the high octane wizard from Scotland, is returning to Vibrancy next month with this weapon. I'm gonna skip to the break.
Dance with me, 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 dance with me.
Oh, Darren, do you have an update? Oh, wait, fine. Darren wants a different updated mix down. Blah 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 blah. Fine. I'll pull up the better mix down. Is it a different one? Or is it the same one? All right. Was that a cock tease, guys? Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Am I going to get banned? Sometimes I forget that I'm on the internet. I feel like I'm just hanging out with the homies. And like, maybe someday, someone important is going to be watching this and be like, wow, this guy's an idiot.
Dance with me. 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 Dance with me.
Like, fuck off, bro. It's so good. Man, I've been rinsing this one. I played it at EDC, the Mirage and shit. Man, dude, it goes off. It's one of my favorite parts. Man, it's been so much fun to play. All right. Anyways, that one's some upcoming vibrancy currency of Dr. Darren. Darren, it's funny, like literally watching you kind of like just chilling in your like little bedroom studio on your stories and stuff, and like I don't think you know what's coming, bro. Like if you keep up what you're keeping up, like you're literally gonna be touring the world in very soon. It's crazy. You're getting support from everyone. Your tunes are like getting way more supported than mine. Go to 1001 track list and go look at Darren versus me, and Darren's like everyone's playing Darren's tunes. It's absurd. Okay. Anyways, Matthew James, you've been here since day one. Let me try and find your submission. Oh gosh, so many submissions. We're just cycling through them. Is your artist name something else, Matthew James? I feel like it's not. I feel like it's just Matthew James. What about all right, Tuesday. I see you in the chat. I'm pulling your track up. If your track goes after that, I'm going to feel bad. I literally just read that comment after I copied your link, bro. I'm sorry. Like, it's just how this, like, I picked the track, and then I saw the comment. And, oh, God. Oh, Matthew James, I do see yours. You're good. It's a good vibe so far. Tuesday, do not be ashamed of this. This is wonderful. Bro, this sounds great. This is sick. Wow, this is great. I'm really loving this. I'm literally just sitting here vibing. I don't even have too much to say. It sounds really good. Maybe the hi-hat's a little harsh. Maybe the kick transient could come through a little more. But like, I'm really enjoying the vibe on this. If you did want it to feel like maybe a little like cleaner, you could maybe dial back some of the reverb. Yeah, the clap could be a little quieter, but then maybe have another layer that's like tighter and lower than shorter, just a little snappier that's like sits right on the drum, and then turn that sort of higher, lower stuff. But yeah, this is great. I'm liking this a lot. Well done, Tuesday. Tuesday, you've gained a fan, and it is me. I'm a Tuesday fan. I actually genuinely really like Tuesdays. I find I get a lot of work done on Tuesdays. You know, I'm feeling good. I'm like caught up to date with some shit. All right, Matthew James. stranger in my house. Man, I fucking hope I don't have any strangers in my house. Darren, I have a question for you. Do you produce into a limiter? That's my question for Darren as I listen to this. I think you could have a bigger kick drum. And maybe a kick drum that doesn't have as much sort of high mids in it. You can kind of scoop that out of this one. I just want the kick to really hit me a little bit. I know this doesn't really have too much of a master on it, but I still feel like that kick could kind of carry some more weight to it. Okay, Darren, I do too. I also produce into my full master most of the time, and I feel like it sounds great because I also want to know. And tons of people don't. That's like not the way most people do it. But I also want to know how my track is going to sound at the final stage. I want to know, like, am I pushing this too hard that when the mastering engineer goes to, or like when I go to do the master, that it's going to clip, it's going to sound distorted, all that. Like, I want to know that in the mixing stage. So, yeah, shut up, Darren's the biggest troll I know ever. 12 OTTs on full wet. Darren, do you do much compression on your master? Sorry, Matt. We're gonna get back to your stuff in a second, but we have some questions. The reason why I was asking is because I was gonna suggest to you, Matt James, is to produce into your master. Put a limiter. I cannot recommend getting a decent limiter more than anything, because the Ableton one's all right, but like getting either like the Ozone or the Pro L2 is gonna make a world of a difference. And that's all you need. You get that, and you're kind of like set for a while. That's a pro ass mastering limiter, and then you can at least slam this into the limiter on the master, get it up to like a bass volume, and then you can like test it out and DJ your tracks with other people's stuff. Like, mastering does not need to be complicated, folks. It is literally, if you have a great mix down and you have a good limiter, say you have like the Pro L2, this is all you need to do. Just drive it into the limiter. That's pretty much it. Don't overthink it. Obviously, like, there's attack and release settings and look ahead settings and all that stuff is gonna like matter and make a little bit of difference. But at the end of the day, like, just try and get it loud and try and not like have things distorting and certain compression. Just have it sound over compressed. But you can try and fix most of those issues in your mix down before you even reach the master, right? So just try and in this case, if you just took this and drove it into a limiter, it would feel way different, but feel like way more like kind of full, and you can kind of A/B compare it a little bit more with other tracks. And when I'm saying referencing tunes all the time, like, you always got to remember when you're referencing stuff, you're going to be referencing it into a song that has a master on it too, right? So, yeah. Is Ozone your favorite limiter? I actually use the Pro L2 more than anything. I don't use the Ozone one as much. I used to use it a lot more, but yeah. This is feeling good. I feel like we could have some more movement in the track, maybe some more rising elements, some more automation, some stuff that kind of like carries it from section to section. I'll skip ahead to this next little drop here. Vibe is great, bro. Yeah, love the vibe on that. The second drop is great. I'd almost like try and catch into this. Like, what are we at here? We're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and I'm like, oh shit, let's go. You can get into that much sooner. I think that could be sort of your drop one. Don't be afraid to, that could be your drop one. And I know, when you go and write a drop two, you can still flex even harder than that. And the amount of times that I've done that, where I've written a song and I've enjoyed drop two so much more that I'm like, okay, move drop two to drop one, and then written a whole new one. Because that's if that part here, if this truly is like the absolute best part, like let's get it in there sooner. So many people we're living in a streaming world where people are skipping songs real quick. So food for thought. So all right. I'm really rambling now. Really rambling. Okay, who's up next? Hypedelic, you here, bro? I see you, man. I love Hypedelic. I love his attitude. I love his vibe. And his tunes have been getting progressively better. I'm wondering if this is going to be of the same vibe. Because for a while I was like, damn, this guy is like, he's developing a bit of a sound. And I like it. My new song's 32 seconds. I'm going full TikTok. Oh, nice. 32 seconds with 5 drops. That's sick, bro.
Dance monsters, come alive at night. We're here to dance. We don't wanna fight. Dance monsters, come alive at night. We're here to dance. We don't wanna fight. Dance monster.
Woo!
Dance. Dance monsters.
Okay, yo, where it says
Dance monsters.
right there, it says Dance Monster again, but there's the other vocal underneath it. I'd only have one playing at a time. Just one or the other. Kick could use a little bit of a transient, a little bit of toot on top. Vocal's great though, it's fun. That vocal though, maybe like cut off, just low pass it a little bit, just like cut off the top a little bit. Doesn't really need. I think if you do like a little bit of a telephone effect, basically cut off the top, cut off the bottom, have a little tight EQ. I think it might sound pretty cool.
We don't wanna fight.
This is great.
Dance monsters, come alive at night.
Yeah, dude, this is great. I'm loving this a lot. I think with a little bit of TLC on some of the mix down, but the kick and bass are both feeling great in terms of weight, and the bunch of groove is catchy. Yeah, it definitely very, very, very solid. Hypedelic and Omar. All right. Stoley's always got some heat. And so now it's time for Stoley Boy. Stoley Oli Oli. Bro, you sent 3. Which one is it? I'm going to play the first one. Oh, wow. Listen. You know when you listen to something right off the get-go, right from the first beat, how many we've listened to like 2 kicks, and I'm like, yes, this is amazing. I'm just letting this whole drum intro play because I'm enjoying it. Yeah, these drums are healthy, well fed. Yep. Yup. Yup.
Kill sound. My sound. Up sound. My sound.
These drums go to the gym.
Ready for them, is ready for them. Oh, ready for them because of your problem. Ready for them, is ready for them. Ready for them because of your problem. Ready for them, is ready for them. Oh, ready for them because of your problem. Ready for them, is ready for them. Ready for them because of your problem. Ready for them, is ready for them. Oh, ready for them because of your problem. Ready for them, is ready for them. Ready for them because of your problem. Ready for them, is ready for them. Oh, ready for them because of your problem. Ready for them, is ready for them. Ready for them
Downloading.
ready for them, is ready for them. Oh, ready for them because of your. My sound, it round the town. My sound, make the crowd gather around. My sound, don't play with sound. My sound, kill sound. My sound, rude boy sound. My sound, hip hop sound. My sound, jungle sound. My sound, jungle sound. Big up all the jungle is selector. Big up all the jungle is selector. Big up all the jungle is selector. Big up all the jungle is selector.
This is amazing, dude. I don't have too much to say. So maybe like sidechain the vocal a little bit or something. I don't know. I downloaded it. Maybe turn it down. Ben Miller, Bamboo Spice. I love that one. I play it often. Okay, we're gonna listen to still these other ones because that one was so good. So just quickly.
This weave is lush. Do you see these hills? They're lush. Lush.
Woo!
Ooh. Lush. She's so very lush.
Guys, we're listening to Stoli's IDs.
So, we're in the club and I'm here
Downloading
with the
this one
beat.
too.
I go to the back room and he's looking at me, I look at him.
Wow. Next.
I can't wait till you're back in my arms again.
You kidding, bro? Stoli, goddamn, bro.
Loving me,
Where are you from, dude?
holding me.
What's your story? What's your deal? So good, man. Yeah. Let's all Stoli's the shit, bro. Wow. I don't even have any feedback, man. Too good. Too good. All right. Shulman, you've been in here a minute. I've been seeing you chatting away. Ooh, guys, I just heard Lenny bark. He's alive. Uh-oh. You're going to have to send me another link, David. Just like resubmitted on the form. You didn't send the private link, and so I can't access it. But we'll get through some other folks. Rimbano, bro, did you? You did send one. Wow, Hanu and Rimbano. Oh man, I'm excited to check this out, man. Vibrancy alumni. Rimbano. Oh no. I think I accidentally closed the window, and thus I need to relink it. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Shit. How do I even do that? Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I messed it up. There we go. We fixed it, folks. Sorry about that. Stoli, come out to the show. I'm playing Day Trip with Tito Lau. Come out and come hang. I'd love to meet you because you got those tunes. This song's feeling great so far. Let's skip it. A little too washed out there. A little too high pitched. Not everything needs to get crazy washed out, but yeah. Yeah, this is great. Some of the synth stuff feels a little loud. It doesn't need to be as in your face. And the kick feels a little heavy, but it's pretty good. Section feels a little busy. Feels like a couple different ideas are happening at once. I feel like maybe one of those elements can drop out. Yeah. Overall, fucking sick though, guys. Rimbano, Hanu, you guys, the two of you don't miss. And always love hearing new shit from you guys. For real. Always impressive stuff. Okie dokie. Manzi, you've been here in here a minute chatting away. Let's hear what you've been cooking up. Boop, 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 boop. You already got me at the breakbeat, man. You already got me. I'm already in. All right.
The beat goes. Mr. Future. The beat goes.
This is great. Put the brakes back in. Okay, here's my thoughts on this. this is excellent. I love it a lot. But thought 2 is there's like yet to be anything in this song that I think is like super special for this like song that I haven't heard in other songs. You know, like I feel like I've heard a handful of songs that go like that. You know, I feel like we've all heard a few, which is, you know, it's great. The song sounds great. That's just my thoughts. But you smashed it. Bunch of energy. Love it. And the mix sounds good. Everything's feeling good about it. I really don't have too many notes. Yeah, I don't have too many notes. Just the only note that I would have is that it's just like it needs that wow factor, that thing that makes it truly special, truly unique, truly you and yours, and not just like oh cool, that's just like a good, really well made tech house track. You know, that's all. Okay, love you, loved hearing that one, Manzi. All right. Let's keep going. Shulman, I got it. Let's pull it up. You got to pull it up. All right. Feel my love. Skip ahead a little bit. Something I already think you could try is at the bottom, or I actually don't. I think you're in Ableton, but if you're not in Ableton, but just set up a send track with a reverb that is like a room tone, and it can be just like a really tight reverb that's really short. It doesn't need to be a lot, and you can just send little bits of your drums, little bits of your synth to this room tone. And even if you want your track to feel like a very dry track, like it doesn't need to be like this crazy wet reverb sounding track. It can still feel really dry. With a really, really short reverb, it'll feel dry. Just give it a little bit. But I think what it'll do is it'll just make the song feel like it's living in a space, like it lives in its own world, like it's in its own room, and it'll just kind of give it a little bit more character and a little bit more life. At the end of the day, this is a good thing to think about, is just think about you're writing music on a computer, but you don't want it to sound like it was made on a computer. You want it to sound like it's organic, like it's in a space that human ears are like, okay, cool. And that's good to think about with like drums that are like, you know, if you're working on a hi-hat loop and you want it to feel more human and more organic, make it feel like it wasn't made on a computer, you're going to want to be modulating some stuff. You're going to want to have it like pitching around a little bit, having the velocities change, having some of the cadence of the sounds change. So just always trying to be thinking about how can I make this song sound less like it was made on a computer and more like it organic. So yeah, anyways, I'm not saying this doesn't. This is sounding great.
The floor and my heart is racing. Catching up with the high that I'm chasing.
Some saturation, some dirt and stuff on all that stuff. That's also going to add to that organic, human sounding stuff too. Woo! I want to hear this with like a full master on it too, man. This is great. There's some room in the background for some like either like vinyl texture or some sort of like, sometimes I put like jungle sounds in my tracks or some sort of really quiet. Can be super subtle, minus 45 dB. Keep it just in the background, but just give it some sort of like space that this song lives in. Maybe it's like street traffic, or it's a crowded restaurant, or it's a jungle, or it's waves, or it's rain, or like whatever. Just like give it something, you know.
Control, getting high up the sound, from the root to the ground. Feel my love flow throughout. 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 Of control.
Love this one though. Bunch of vibe on it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Thanks for sending, man. Thanks for tuning. Always great hearing your tunes, David. Do you know what's so wild? David, I ran into in the crowd at EDC last year, and even this year, I ran into a handful of people too that be like, "Man, I love your demo streams," and just like running into people in the crowd at EDC. I find it crazy because there's literally 100,000 people there. It's nuts. All right, Eric, I got you, bro. Let's pull it up. Bass killer, killer, killer.
Kill 'em, kill 'em,
Kill 'em, kill 'em with a little bit of bass.
kill 'em, kill 'em, kill 'em,
Kill 'em, kill 'em,
kill 'em, kill 'em, kill 'em with a little bit of bass.
Dirty.
kill 'em with a little bit of bass.
Dude, dirty, dirty, dirty. I have some ideas. So when it kind of it goes, there's like it kind of like turns around into the groove, right? That's sort of like the part one, and the groove is part two. And I think right in between the beat before it kind of juts into the main groove, take out the kick there, maybe take out some of the drums there, make that like a fill. So it's like you'll have three or four beats? One sec. Yeah, so I think you'd remove the third kick or the fourth kick. Anyways, get rid of one of those kicks, and you can even maybe add a reverse kick or a little swell or a sweep. Have it like empty out and then suck back in, and it'll suck right back into the main groove. And I think that would really feel cool. And just automate everything off. Automate all the reverbs off, and have like a real like kind of like sucking moment. I think that would sound really cool.
With a little bit of bass.
Love that vocal. Mix is feeling pretty good.
Kill 'em with a little bit of bass.
Bass doesn't need to be as loud, maybe? I don't know.
Kill 'em with a little bit of bass. Kill 'em with a little bit of bass. Kill 'em with a little bit of bass.
Some of that stuff in the break feels a little loud, and maybe some of the vocals are a little high, but overall, I think the mix is pretty good, man. Pretty solid. I'm into it. Okie dokie. Let's keep it going. All right. Donner, we'll pull you up next. Donner. Bongo. 7-6 so far. Sick. This is great. I think maybe like a tighter kick that just isn't as like sort of like dull. I think something just a slightly brighter. Maybe even just layering a top kick on this one might do some work. But like the vibe on this is great. I'm liking Yeah, great stuff. Overall, digging it. Great vibe on it. Thanks, Donner. Thanks for sending. Thank you for sending. Okie dokie. See you later, Eric. Bye. Tristan Giles, someone else who he's never really missed a stream. Really. Okay, Neon Black, I do see a resubmission there. I'm going to pull that up as well. But I got Tristan here, and then we'll do Neon Black. Let's go.
Watch me do my thing. For some money, I'll make it rain. Stop. I'm going big, and if you can't come, that's fine by me. Drop. I'm going in. Bass so loud, it's in my skin. Drink.
Vocals fun.
And then repeat. Do what you want when you're here with me. Watch me do my thing. Me do my thing. Stop.
Woo.
I'm going big. For some money, I'll make it rain. Stop. I'm going in. Me do my thing. Drink.
Yep.
And then repeat. And if you can't come, that's fine by me. Watch me do my thing. Me do my thing. Stop. I'm going big. For some money, I'll make it rain. Stop. I'm going in. Bass so loud, it's in my skin. Drink. And then repeat. And if you can't come,
Hey, Donner from Newfoundland. Hell yeah, bro. I'll see you there. I can't wait, dude. Wow, Tristan, bro, your mix downs are getting so much better, dude. Okay, this song is excellent, man. I'm really loving it. The drum works great. I feel like it needs some sort of melodic element, some sort of lead or little blips or stabs or any sort of memorable melodic element. Yeah, man, everyone using the same vocals. That's what happens when someone releases a great vocal on Splice or wherever they're from. Get used a million times because it's sick. But yeah, keep listening. Lenny's cuddled up over there. Second drop. Woo! This should be your first drop, bro. Introduce some of these sounds in the drop one. Yeah, we do need a dedicated Lenny cam. Tristan, this song's sounding great, man. I think just structure it a little differently. Maybe take some of those synths from the second drop, put them into the first drop, even if they're just like stabs that hit once or twice. Yeah, let me see if I can get the Lenny cam going, folks. He is in the beanbag. Right there. Look at him. Look at him. He's all cuddled up. I got to talk into the mic, but look at him. Look. Hey, Bobby. Oh, wow. He's tired. He doesn't really. But that's him, all cuddled up. It's literally the cutest thing ever that he gets into that beanbag and just like, that's his thing. It's just a beanbag chair, but it's now his. How cute is that? All right, Tristan, you smashed it, bro. Next up, let's do Neon Black. He's been waiting a minute. Long time, Neon Black. So I thank you for your patience. Thanks for sticking it out, bro. This is feeling good, man. Neon Black. J Killa. So far, it's sounding so great. It's sounding really solid. I think if you tighten up some of the basses, so like tighten up the attack or tighten up the release and the decay time so that they're a little shorter, a little like pluckier, maybe a little less wide, a little less effects, I feel like it's gonna like kind of chug along a little better.
Get your shine on, get your shine on, get your shine on, shine. Get your shine on, get your shine on, get your shine on, shine. Man, fuck these niggas. If I let you down, I know but then I'm a killer. These killers out here stop and run up, take a nigga down. Don't become a target, I can fly around them killers. This loss is like that, they still about to kill. Young niggas start off hooping and grew up to be a killer. I was out here serving, I was living off that killing. Go move like Callum.
I think that main lead could probably come down in volume. Because it's kind of taking up a similar frequency range to the vocal, and it and the vocal at the same time are kind of a little clashing, and I think you want the vocal to shine more than anything.
My soul like caterpillars, you real I gotta feel it. These stone I gotta kill him. Mama should've told you not to fuck around with them killers. Coming up out the rain, pink ice, looking like killer. Blood full of ice, fill it up with some killer. Stop playing with your life, you know that well, you ain't no killer. We bounce it just like thriller. We hanging out the window. I'm dangerous with a pistol, cause we thankful if I miss you. We banging, what's the issue? If this stainless shit gon' hit you, the casket is gon' fit you. Still wanna be a killer, what's it with the gang, y'all?
I want to hear what this would sound like with like a dirty techno kick. Instead of like right now it's feeling like it's like more of a tech house kick. It's got like the top end is very thuddy. But I want to hear it with like a real crunchy kong kong kong. I feel like it would be pretty gnarly. Second drop.
Man, fuck these niggas. We hanging out the window. These stone I gotta kill him. Mama should've told you not to fuck around with them killers. Coming up out the rain, pink ice, looking like killer. Blood full of ice, fill it up with some killer. Stop playing with your life, you know that well, you ain't no killer. We bounce it just like thriller. We hanging out the window. I'm dangerous with a pistol.
That's what we need. We need some drums.
We banging, what's the issue? If this stainless shit gon' hit you, the casket is gon' fit you. Still wanna be a killer. What's it with the gang, y'all? What's it with them killers? Man, fuck these niggas.
Whoa, this is cool.
What you say?
Bring the clap up a little bit. I never say that. Bring the clap up a little bit. And then some of the sounds maybe feel a little bit too wide in ways. I think you can probably like bring in some of them. But yeah, really cool vibe, my dude. Thanks so much for sending. Thanks for a third drop. Sorry, that's okay. All right. Awesome stuff, dude. Vocal effects are sounding great too, yeah. Tito. Tito, my guy. I got you, man. Tito, my guy. Let's go. 140 BPM. Let's go. I'm stoked. This is the first fast track I've heard today. downloading it.
You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. So I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time.
Tito, bro, from like when we first met to now, the tunes that you're making, for fuck's sakes, man, holy shit.
I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you don't give me time. You just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time.
Tito, I don't have too much feedback, bro. It's sounding awesome. Like, it really is. Like, vocal might be a little loud or something. I don't know.
You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no.
Let's hear drop 2.
You don't give me time, you just waste my time. So I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time, you just waste my time. I don't pay no mind, no. You don't give me time.
Yeah, some of those synths and stuff in the background might be able to come down a little bit, but yeah. Dude, I downloaded this. I love this style and this. I've been, yeah, you can see people commenting like reminds me of Noir and playing at Rum Runners and stuff. Because yeah, bro, I've been picking up the tempo. Tito, keep making this sort of stuff. I need more of it. I need more producers making it. It's so sick. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna be selfish and show you some 140 stuff I wrote 3 days ago. Let's hear what you guys think. Yeah, I'm speeding up. Anyways, we're picking up the pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just in case you don't know how to count. So I'm all aboard the 140 train. I will send you that whenever I finish it, get her done. Thanks, Tito, for inspiring the 140 shtick. Are so sick. Okay. Who should we pull up next? Where's Felipe? You sending a tune? Felipe. Where is it? I don't know. I'm going to pull up Jordan's tune, Crisis. Oh, Felipe. Yeah, there we go. I see it. It's down at the bottom. There we go. The 140 train on the way to Mainstream House. Let's go. LaBoops, we'll pull you up here soon, too. All right, Boa Constrictor, demo.
Nights when I can't fall asleep, will you draw me a sheet? I'll drop down into the sun,
Hell yeah. All right, sick. Some initial thoughts. One, first, you can automate the vocal volume so that it's a different volume in the in the break as it is in the drop. It's just feeling a little loud in the break, and it does feel like it's an alright volume in the drop. Vocal processing, I think you have room here to stack the hell out of your vocal. Record a handful of layers, record a handful of takes, add some effects to like either doubling effects and whatnot, and just have some layering to that vocal. It feels just a little thin, a little one-dimensional right now. I think it can be big and full, and maybe adding some chorus and some slap delay will help make it a little bigger and vibrier. Think. And you don't need to go to this extreme, but think someone like Tame Impala and how heavily processed that voice is. Just a little bit of that, I think would sound really nice in this. Sick vibe. I'm loving it. I keep doing this music shit. I'm stoked that you're pursuing this, and the music's sounding great. And yeah, keep on keeping on. Love it. Okie dokie. LaBoops. I love that name. LaBoops. LaBoop boops. Boopy boops. We're on hour 2.5, folks. Whoa. Okay. I already love it. Earlier when we were talking about when you only get 2 kicks in, you already love it. That's this one. This is a song. What are songs doing here? That's funny. Alright, we're skipping ahead. Turn those synths up. They're great. Compress them more. Maybe put them in a group. Give them some room tone. Make them big. great. I kind of wanted to progress a little more, a little bit of ear candy, fills, that sort of stuff. Just keep it moving along. I'm just getting a little stagnant.
Feel like you're walking on it.
This is great. I feel like I still wanted to like move forward more, have some more interesting stuff happen. Maybe maybe that lead changes. It goes up an octave, or it's down an octave, or there's a vocal that comes in, or there's like the drum groove progresses further, or it's just got a little bit more tension and release, a little bit more excitement. Because the foundation is excellent. I love it. The synths sound great. The bass line sounds great. The groove sounds good. So just keep on flexing, my dude. Keep on flexing. Are you tired of me singing that annoying shit? Understandable. Felipe, my guy. Okay. Right now, if you are in the chat right now and your track has not been heard, send some fire emojis. Fire emojis if you're in the chat right now and your track has not been heard. Please and thank you. Felipe, I think you didn't send the right link. Yep. You gotta send me the private link, Felipe. Philip. Tony Do. Tony Do. Pulling you up. Let's go. Tony Do, Tony Don't. Does Tony do or does Tony don't? How many times have you heard that one? I bet Tony does. Tony definitely does. Fun little one. It's pronounced like dough. It's Vietnamese. Oh my god! Now I feel like an asshole. I thought that was like your DJ name, and that was your like name. And anyways, I'm sorry.
When troubles weigh you down, like a stranger in this town, and burdens out of control. Let music lift your soul.
No, we don't stress that.
Felt like it got a little too filtered out there. Doesn't need to have too much of that.
No, we don't stress that. No.
This is sick. Good little vibe. The bass line could be a little bit more present. Maybe the hi-hat come down in volume. Try and lock in that groove a little more. Yeah, this is great. I wanted to progress a little more, maybe little ear candy bits, little drum fills, maybe the drum groove progresses, some of the other things get introduced, other shakers, tambourines, just have it progress a little along, a little further. But overall, great vibe, man. Tony, my guy. Tony Doe, my guy. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for sending this tune. Keep on trucking. Keep on writing. And I'm excited to hear some more from you in the future. Okay, let's keep on. All right, I'm going up here to where all the fire was. All right. TYFY. Thank you. Fuck you. Is that what that means? I don't know. Am I going to butcher your name too? He's like, no, it was my grandmother's name. And I'm like, fuck.
Is that you? Or is it me? Is that you?
It's me.
Or is it me? Is that him? Mr. Oui, that's it. Him, Mr. Oui, that's it.
Keep on producing in the free world. Ooh. Oh my god, I did butcher it. It's Ti-Fi like sci-fi. This is sounding great. I think you can flex on those drums a little more. Try and you can add some more layers in there, little accent bits. Try and get those drums like really grooving. Same with the lead. Maybe the lead changes over time. Maybe the filter opens. Maybe the release changes. Maybe it pans. Like you can do some stuff that kind of has that lead morph and change over time. I'd also want to hear that lead maybe more distorted too. Get it real crunchy. Yeah, I love the vocal too. Yeah, I just kind of want to progress a little more, and I think flexing it on the drums is going to be your answer for sure. Just expand on that drum groove. Really cool little vibe though, and I do love the vocal because it really sets the tone. It creates a theme, and you did a great job doing it. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got next up in the fire, people. Max. Maxed. All right. Guys, now you're playing me with these DJ names, because the last guy I fucked up his DJ name, and the guy before that I fucked up his name. And this one, like, is it maxed? It must be maxed. Or it's just Mzak. I don't know. Guys, I want to say this with like the most honest, just like advice. This is just straight up advice. If you meet someone at a show or at a crowd, and you're like, "Hey, my name is Steven, but my DJ name is something ridiculous that has a bunch of numbers and letters and like isn't spelled exactly like it sounds," and you're like, "It's such and such, but it's spelled like Burley Q3427 _ this that," and it just makes it that much more difficult for anybody to find you online, or to search you, or to Google you, or to find you on Spotify, or find you on Instagram, or find you on SoundCloud. And the whole I mean, like, at the end of the day, you just want people to be hearing your music, right? You want people to find it and stumble on it and be able to like be like, "Hey, look, I went and saw this DJ, and then I went home and I tried to look him up and I couldn't find him because I don't know how to spell his name." And so, yeah, I just like, don't be afraid to change your name at any point. Don't be afraid to mix things up, change the spelling, do whatever. And at the end of the day, do what's right. Like, I recently at EDC saw the dude, his artist name is 999999999, and which is great, cool, and that's part of like the whole allure of the project. It's like this crazy weird techno project where all the songs are just numbers and he's just numbers. It's just numbers. It doesn't make any sense, and it's like almost like shock value that's the name. The name is 999. Songs are all numbers. Shock value, and that can work really only in very rare circumstances, and usually those circumstances like the person kind of maybe it's like another project and they're like it's like a side project. They already have industry connections. They already have a plan. They already know how they're going to make this like super successful. But if you don't already have that and you're trying to like break into the music industry and break into the scene and like it having a name that like can be taken seriously and that can be easily spelled and that can be easily looked up is only going to work to your advantage. It really is good. And when there's so many people out there, look at this stream, there was like 60 of us, and there's like probably 100 other streams going on right now with 60 other people that are also all doing the exact same thing as every single one of us, right? There are so many people out there doing the exact same thing. So if you want to cut through the noise, you have to be taking every little step, every little thing that you can do to like, be the best version of yourself you can. And yeah, anyways, this isn't straight up a lecture to you, Max. I'm down with the name. It's just more of a lecture to anyone pursuing a career in music that like SEO and stuff like that like makes a difference for sure. Okay, cool. Let's listen to this tune. Oh, System of a Down sample? Hell yeah. This is great. I think the kick could use a little bit more of a transient. Some of like the effects sounds on the sides are a little, I think it might be even the delay or the echo from the lead that's like really wide on the sides. I think some of that could be turned down and tamed a bit. But the vibe is great. I'm loving it. Skip ahead a bit. Yeah, chopping it up like that. Oh yeah, bro. This is feeling good. I like Donner's comment. Everything feels so soft, but I want the highs to tickle me a bit more. I agree. I think what could happen is just a little bit more crunch in the highs and the mids, a little bit more saturation. Just what I do, group all of my hats and my claps and my perks and everything, group them all up. I put Decapitator on there if you have Saturn or even just the Ableton Saturator or whatever DAW you're in, and just saturate the whole group together. Just crisping it up. Yeah. That's the cell console in my backpack. Yeah, bro. The second drop is good. Let's take a listen.
Listen to techno. Wake up.
Wait.
Nobody listen to techno. Wake up.
Sick. I'm into it, bro. It's sounding great. I'm digging the vibes. The synth, I love how they kind of like are moving all around and stuff. Really great stuff. Something else that maybe you might want to work on is just sort of like how the energy is moving from section to section. It felt like it just kind of was meandering along. I think you could make it slightly more exciting. Slightly more. All right, who do we got here? We Mazadu. Got you. Let's pull you up. And then we're getting there. Whew, it's been a long day of talking. Before this, gang, I had 3 lessons today. So that was another, each of those was an hour and a half. We've been talking today. A lot of words coming out of my mouth.
If you want to go downtown, better take it slow. Take it slow. If you want to go downtown, better take it slow. 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 If you want to go downtown.
See you later, Matthew James.
If you want to go downtown, better take it slow. Take it slow. If you want to go downtown, better take it slow. Take it slow.
Yeah, this is sounding good, real heavy. Feels like it's some parts are maybe a little too crunched. Maybe some things could turn down. This lead here, side change to the kick. Give it some pump. Give it some movement. Have it really bounce in. I think you could probably some other kicks and some bigger side chains are gonna maybe help you out on the groove factor. First and foremost, all house music is about the danceability, getting it moving, getting it dancing. You really want to feel that groove, and yeah, I think you can maybe like lay into that a little more. But this track is sounding great so far. Really. This section feels a little busy. But yeah, all right, Zion Dawn. Okay, this is sounding great, but I think it's a little too slammed. Whatever we got going on in the master and the crispiness, it's just a bit too loud. I think you can kind of lay back on that stuff. Let it breathe a little bit, because it's sounding great. This vocal. This is fun. I like that lead. The lead could be louder, the vocal be quieter, but everything's just so squashed. Yeah, everything's just feeling a little squashed. You can pull stuff down. Really cool vibe on this. Yeah, 2010 vibes a little bit. Yeah, man, I can feel that.
We're getting
yeah, sounded great. Really cool stuff. I like the down tempo vibe. You can maybe flex in on some little fills on that song. I thought maybe some little ear candy, little turnarounds, drum fills, glitches, that sort of thing. All right. Malachi the Squid. You send in tunes every time too, man. I appreciate you coming through every time. And it means a bunch, guys, that you value what I have to say.
Hey, okay, the real is back. Pass the crown. Soul is bliss, can't run me down. Sky's the limit, can't touch the ground. We flying high, they slow us down. I ain't cocky, just smooth and spiffy.
Malachi, sounded great so far. I think you can find maybe a different kick sample. Yeah, I just find this one feels kind of a bit floppy.
They are blowing, this city's gritty. When we show up in the club, they know what's up. Damn, these souls are pretty, like, hold up, shorty, it's a thriller. Now it's about time that I get up in her. She impressed, I don't let her step in the city.
Let's skip it.
Shit, that's so weak. Ain't no way that we let that sink. Keep that energy out this club. I'm here for the night, so it's on me. Ooh.
Okay, here's my thoughts on this stuff as a former bass music producer. All these sounds that you have in here are great, but they're right now you kind of either have them tied to the MIDI or maybe they're LFOs in Serum, but they're right on the grid. They're just very right on the grid. And I think this stuff you can get funky and weird with it if you move some of those wah-wahs off the grid and maybe like volume fade them on or maybe change the LFO and the filter or something so they just have a bit of groove to them and they're not just so straight on the grid. Yeah.
I just want to catch a vibe.
This is so funny. This song reminds me of years ago. This is a song that I put out in what year? 2016. Oh wait, you guys can't see this. Never mind. I don't even know if I can find it. Anyways, because it's Spotify. Wonder if it's on SoundCloud still. Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, some old bass house, retro bass house stuff. Cool stuff, Malachi. Thanks so much for sending, man. I really appreciate every time you guys tuning in. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Oh yeah, here we go. It was released on Chucky's label. Hilarious. Chucky, Big Room DJ. This is what it sounded like. 2016. Let's go. Oh my. God, this is painful to listen to, folks. Oh my God, the high end on it. The high end on that. Okay, we're turning it off. Can't listen anymore. My ears hurt. The high end on it. I can't believe I thought that was like... Well, I mean, Chucky thought it was good too. He put it out. I mean, I guess at the time, our ears didn't hate things as much, I guess. Okay, who here hasn't... Who hasn't heard their music yet? Anybody in the chat here that hasn't heard theirs? Felipe, we didn't pull yours up yet, did we? And then Adam, I do know we're going to get to yours. We're just going to wait till we get through everybody else's. Felipe, did you send the right link? I feel like you didn't again. Or yeah, I don't see it in there, pal. This is just the same one. You got to resubmit. I'll pull up Adams, who and why. Oh, Snorlax, my guy. Casper. Where are you? My guy. Summertime. Snorlax Z. Love you, bro. I'm liking this so far, dude. Wow, let's go. Wow, this is great. The bass is sounding good, the keys sounding good. That vocal could be up a little bit. Maybe the bass could come down a little bit in this section. Man, this is great, dude. This is one of the best things I've heard from you yet. And the mixdown on it sounds excellent. So big ups, my guy. Fun vibes, dude. I don't even have too many notes to say, really. Just those a couple things I said earlier. Dude, sick. Hell yeah. Okay. Robert Maxwell. Isn't Robert Maxwell, that's like a famous guitar rock musician. Didn't he like invent rock music or something like that? Pretty sure. They say everyone invented rock music. Okay, I like this already. That perk group might be a little loud. Oh, you unprivated it. Oh,
No spark, got ice on my neck. 7-6 flex on the checks on deck.
You probably turn the clap down a little bit. Little chunky. Probably do some volume automation here.
They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No spark, got ice on my neck. 7-6 flex on the checks on deck. They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No spark, got ice on my neck. 7-6 flex on the
Yeah, I'd automate out some of the drums there. You want to have it like break down, because right now it's still feeling like it's real loud. And you want to have a little bit of quiet moments so the loud moments can stand out.
on deck. They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No spark, got ice on my neck. 7-6 flex on the checks on deck. They wonder how, they wonder how, they wonder how I bring it right back. They wonder how, they wonder how, they wonder how I do it like that. Do it like that, 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 do it like that. They wonder how I do it like that. Two-step, then I bring it right back. No spark, got ice on my neck. 7-6 flex on the checks on deck. They wonder how I do it like that.
All right, this is sounding really solid. You have all the energy. The song's fundamentally there. I think it's just the mix down needs a little bit of attention, and I think it's just going to be turning things down. Just a few things here and there, like the clap, and then volume automation is going to be your friend. You're going to want to turn some stuff down during the build, turn some stuff down, either like claps and whatnot. Yeah. So just like if it's feeling a little bit too loud, in your headphones or in your monitors or whatever. Just maybe bring it in. Try and A/B compare it to some other stuff. It'll help you out. Reverbate in the chat. Unfortunately, we're gonna be wrapping things up here in a second. You came in right at the tail end, so I'm gonna play Felipe's and then Who and Why's, and then I'm gonna play some tunes. And I think I got most people. Felipe. Okay, wait. We unprivated it though. What are we looking for? Is it That's Right? This one? This is what we're going to play. That's right. Skip that. Established in 1999. Sometimes when I meet folks that were like in 1999 or 2000, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy that you're in your 20s now. Makes me old. That's right. That sounded good. I think you have some room to have some separation between your kick and your bass. I think the kick needs a little bit more presence, a little bit more top kick. I think a little bit more side chain just to separate the two so that you can have that little bit of interaction between the kick and the bass that are bouncing back and forth. Yeah. Next, yeah, dude. But overall, I think the vibe on that tune is great. I enjoyed the vocal. And I enjoy you as a human. So thanks, Felipe, for sending in. Philip. All right. Let's do, we'll do Adam last, and then I'll play an ID. Or just a whip that I'm working on. I'll play some. And then we'll call her a day. Hell yeah. New Hanu. Hanu's got like 3 tracks in the stream today just by collabing with everybody else, and then everyone sent it in. Crazy. Reverbate, we do these streams. I'm going to do them every month, man. So we'll be back next month. I'd love to hear what you got cooking up. Unfortunately, we've been going 3 and a bit hours already, and I need to take a break. Leads are so good. even have anything close to as full as this to show you. Like at all. The DL is enabled. I'm going to download it. Thanks for reminding me. Wow, that was insane. That's nuts. I don't even have that cool of a song to show you. This song is just a song that I kind of wrote in headphones. I don't really like the mix down that much. And anyways, I don't even know if I love the song, but I think I do. Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning into the stream. I'm really going to leave it off with this one. It's not breakbeat, but I think I got to work on the kick and the bass on this one. So it's now your turn, if you're in the chat, to leave me some feedback. I think the kick might be too much. Nope, we listen to anything, whether it's a whip or an ID or anything. We listen to anything. Yeah, the mix on this one is not so great. Thanks, Adam. This jack should be hung up on the wall. Do you find the kick is too much, Adam? Is it like too... I feel like it's... I want to try some other kick drums. I feel like it's a little too, like, I don't know, big, chunky. Like, I don't know. That's my thoughts. I don't know if... I'm inspired by a handful of things. I have some other stuff that's like really early whippy that like... Yeah, okay, wait. One last one, then we're done. This one's real whippy, but it's obnoxious. The vibe's there. Talk about a darker vibe. This is a darker vibe. This one also needs some work. Nice. This kick's also very boxy. Sub's a little aggressive on this one, though. No, I just wrote it like last week, so it didn't exist during Miami. It'll be a song at some point. Yeah, it's a little... Yeah, it is. It definitely is in the box, but I also kind of like almost purposely wrote this track quite boxy, like to almost like emulate some of those like European techno stuff. But yeah, too much oof, 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 oof. Anyways, gang, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is always a blast, and I look forward to the next one. I'm gonna try and schedule these in like the first or second week of every month, and we're just gonna do it every month. I'm holding myself to it, you know. And yeah, follow, stay up to date with everything on the socials. You know how it goes. We'll chat soon.